Hi friends and family, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dee. Thank you for joining us today. Today I'm going to talk about my procedure that I just had, which was laparoscopic hiatal hernia surgery repair. If you followed along from my last video where I talk about why I'm having weight loss surgery, it was discovered during the process and where I had to have an EGD, which is the scope down the esophagus. You're out for it. Thank God. But they said that I had a large hiatal hernia, and because of this, they could not complete this repair while they did the gastric sleeve. So they could if it's under 2 centimeters, but to be safe, which of course you want to be safe and they want you to be safe, they had to do it separately. So bummer, I had to have this surgery, and then I'm still not scheduled for my gastric sleeve surgery. I imagine that I will find out when I have my follow-up appointment next week, whether it's going to be 6 weeks, 10 weeks, it's right around the corner, but man. So I feel a little whooped still. Today is the first day I tried to do my makeup and just was like, I'm gonna try to film, let me try to look presentable. So I'm still lounging around in my nightgowns and sundresses and things. And so I had laparoscopic hiatal hernia surgery repair. I have 6 pin incisions all around my stomach. From what I understand is they will do the gastric sleeve surgery in the same incision sites, so I don't have to have all new incisions. I'm going to ask when I go if it's better if I do it at the 6-week mark, or is it better that I wait till I fully heal? I'm just wondering that myself, because is it better for it fully to heal and then they kind of go back in through that scar tissue? I don't know. So we'll find out, and I'll keep notes and keep everybody updated. But so I had it last Wednesday on July 21st. It was kind of a crazy day. I was scheduled in the morning, I thought. When they do the confirmation call, I says, can you remind me, what time my appointment is? And they said it's 1:30 in the afternoon. And I was like, oh man, really? And I still can't have anything to drink after midnight, even though my surgery isn't scheduled until 1:30 in the afternoon the next day? And they were like, no. I could deal with not eating, but not being able to drink anything. You're so dehydrated, it just sucks. So Monday started the pre-op diet procedure. Monday I could have one light small meal and then just do liquids. Didn't have to be clear liquids, but just like liquids and soft foods like yogurt and Jello, I guess. Well, that's kind of clear liquid stuff, which I hate Jello. So I pretty much just had my protein shakes. I'm drinking Premier protein shakes. They're tasty and they have 30 grams of protein with 1 gram of sugar. It's perfect. It was suggested for when I have the sleeve, so I'm glad I found a protein meal replacement shake that doesn't taste awful and it's good for you, because I think after you have the sleeve you're supposed to have 60 grams of protein a day, which is hard to do when your stomach is a tiny little thing and you can't hold much in it. So that's a good way to get your protein as a supplement amidst your meals. But I did that. I had a salad amidst my yogurt and protein shakes. Tuesday was the clear liquid day and nothing after midnight. So that's the day before surgery. I was really worried about how I was going to do with this. That is the most amazing thing with fasting that I have come across. In any way, you really learn about your relationship with food and drink. I was like, oh my God, I want coffee. That was the worst of it. I couldn't have any coffee that day. So I just drank a lot of water. I had some apple juice in the water so I wasn't having sugar crashes, because my sugar tends to dip a little low. My blood sugar is good, my A1C is good and all that, but I do tend to dip a little bit. But I was fine drinking. I was not too hungry. The hardest part was then Wednesday morning. I was just so thirsty and I just wanted to get there and get this done with. So whenever you have surgery, they typically want you to be there an hour earlier. I got there at 12:15 since my surgery was scheduled for 1:30 in the afternoon. They either were behind or overbooked. I'm not really sure. They're really good there. They were keeping us updated and stuff, but long story short, I did not get brought in until about 3:30 in the afternoon. Yes, by that time I was loopy. I was just out of it. It was really weird, and I was in a lot of pain because I also could not have any medication, and so my back and my hip were just excruciating by the time I got in. Like when I was walking in, they could notice it, and the nurse was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, she's like, "Are you in pain?" And I said, "Yes." And she goes, "What happened?" And I just was like, had to explain briefly, like I had a serious car accident when I was 16 as a passenger in a head-on collision, and had hip surgery, and I've got back issues, and just I'm hurting. And she's like, "Okay, we'll get you in here and talk to the anesthesiologist and see if we can, get you comfortable." So, which, I knew, what can you do? Just had to deal with all this right now. Surgery went well. I, went under, came out. Coming out was kind of interesting. I remember having my eyes open and hearing everyone talking around me and seeing the doctors. And I had this moment of panic because I thought I had woken up during my surgery. And I remember trying to like move my arm, but I don't know if they like tie your arms down, or I'm not sure, but I was trying to say, I'm awake, I'm awake. And then I felt they pull the thing out of my mouth. And I could say like, I'm awake, and they're like, "We know your surgery's done, you're doing okay." And then, they were getting ready to move me back onto the stretcher, and then I could feel the pain. I felt a lot of pain at my incision sites, but worse than that was my shoulder pain. Did not expect this. Apparently this is very common. You will, from the gas that they use to do the laparoscopic surgery, you can have chest pain and shoulder pain. So I actually asked, I was like, "I'm having so much pain in my chest. Am I having a heart attack?" And they were like, "No, you're not having a heart attack. It's okay. This is what it is. This is common. It should pass." And we talked about all that. So that was the worst of it. It's over now, but the first few days of recovery, that was like the worst of it. Every time I moved or had to burp or the pain just shoots up. And then also it was like this whole side. So it was like my neck was killing me, and my ear, like it felt like when you like really sleep on your ear hard, the side of my head, like it was really weird. So that was just uncomfortable, but I was able to move around and, just kind of hold my belly when I, go to stand up, hold my belly. And I was able to do some stuff. They want you to walk around and stuff always after surgery, so you don't have like a blood clot or anything like that, if you're wondering. So it was about 7 p.m. and, all I had was just clear liquids. Thursday, the day after, was clear liquids. Friday, I was actually starting to get hungry in the evening, and I was just like, "Oh my God, I haven't eaten since Monday. Like, I feel weak." You just don't know. You don't know if it's from surgery, if it's just from not eating. You're just not, I wasn't sure. So I actually called the weight loss clinic, and I said, "Hey, doc told me after the procedure that I should be on clear liquids for 2 days, and then do like liquid and soft stuff 2 days, and then Monday he said I could probably eat something like solid-ish. Don't try eating like meat or anything like that, because you have to like learn to swallow again. It's a really weird feeling." By Friday, I wasn't having problems swallowing, you know, the clear liquids I was drinking. So the dietitian called me back and he said, you know, I said, I just want to know, can I have a protein shake? Like just something other than clear liquids. And he's like, oh yeah, if you're swallowing, okay, you can have, you know, you can have a protein shake and stuff. So that really helped for Friday. Got through that. I had my surgery Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so that's 3 days post-op. Saturday, I, you know, started drinking some soup, like, it was like pureed soups, like pureed butternut squash soup, so I could have, and that was really good. The thing that I noticed was I already felt like I could eat very little at a time, very little at a time. By Monday, I started feeling hungry. And so this has been an interesting thing for me as I have been in the middle of recovery. Oh, by the way, they said like 6 weeks is recovery. So the doctor did tell me by like, you know, a week in, you should feel a lot better. By 2 weeks, you should feel a lot better. You just have to be careful not lifting or something because you don't want to like tear your stitches or cause a problem with the hernia. Really difficult when I have a toddler, you know, a very active toddler. Thank God I have my husband here to, you know, he works from home so he can help if she needs to be lifted. The one thing that's nice is that she is 3 and that I don't have to carry her around or anything like that. So, but we're in the middle of potty training, so, you know, it's a little challenging. I have not been hungry in months. And when I would eat, I would feel generally pretty sick to my stomach. If I ate poorly, I would have terrible acid reflux. So most of the time I would try to not eat poorly. But I would just not feel good. My husband would always be like, why are you nauseous all the time? And I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Just did not connect that, that it could be a hiatal hernia. You know, I didn't even know anything about hernias. I just always thought hernias were like pushed on your abdomen wall and it's like coming through your muscle. A hiatal hernia is where your stomach is bulging through your esophagus. So part of your stomach is in your chest. The reason this can be dangerous if they do the surgery at the time of gastric bypass and it's a large fix is, you know, the surgeon explained to me, a hole in your stomach is one thing, a hole in your esophagus is another thing, and you're going to be very nauseous after you get the sleeve. So they don't want you vomiting. I was not nauseous at all after my hernia repair. I had a patch that they put on the back of your neck that stays on for like 72 hours. I think I lost it in the shower. Like, you know, when I could take a shower, I had to wait 2 days to take a shower. Another thing I hated. I take a shower every day, sometimes 2 a day. I like being clean. It's relaxing to me to take a shower, so it just sucks to not be able to take a shower. I still haven't gotten in the pool. I don't think I'm supposed to take baths or get in the pool yet. I will ask when I have my follow-up, which is this coming Friday, so a little more than 2 weeks after the surgery. Most pain has been from the gas, and the most pain is when, like, I'm fine sitting here for the most part. It's when I go to stand up, or I've been staying in my bed mostly with my tray table, so I wouldn't have to go like up and down the stairs, and just kind of chilling upstairs as much as possible that I can, unless I need to go downstairs and get food for Alara. So but yeah, just have to be careful with my ab muscles. Today I feel pretty good, like I said. The weirdest thing has been all the dreams I've had. Just crazy dreams, like post-op. I don't know why that happens, but just really strange dreams, really strange. So fatigue and napping, I think that happens. You know, I think your body heals best when it's sleeping, and so your body's just like sleep. I have deal with fatigue a lot anyway, so this isn't that different for me. The other thing emotionally was just feeling really bored and ready to get back to life and just do things with my daughter. Just overwhelming feeling of guilt because I can't spend as much time. having quality time with my daughter. You know, we do stuff every day. You know, I try to do some activity every day, and I just, you don't have it in you to do a lot when you're recovering from any kind of surgery. So I've been feeling down. And I remembered that after I had my hip surgery, crying, like getting really depressed post-op for a short time. It wasn't like that this time, but there were days where I was feeling down. Now, I tend to get that way when I'm having cabin fever. Like if I can't get out of the house and do things, like if I'm in the house too long, it's really not good for my head. Not good for my head. I have stayed as busy as possible. I started doing journal planning before the surgery, and then, you know, I've been staying busy updating website, and now I'm, you know, doing a little bit with the videos. So staying as busy as I possibly can in a non-active way, which is different for me because even when I feel like I'm crippled, I have to be moving. My husband actually says to me, "You don't know how to relax." Like I always am going, he says. And, you know, I like keeping my house clean, and, you know, I like being able to do things myself. So it's been a challenge to let people help. I was really lucky that my dad lives about an hour and a half away, and he came down post-op. So he was here to help us, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that was really nice. So he could be with Alara. So it's not like she's just been stuck in front of the TV, you know, for weeks. But I hate when she's spending like a whole day, you know, or most of the day in front of the TV. And, you know, I'll get up and I'll be like, okay, you want to paint a little bit? You know, she's got like water paint stuff, and try to set her up with some activity, or like she comes and chills with me and we read and, you know, do things like that. But, you know, usually we go to the library, and we'll have a little picnic in the park, and we were going to swim classes, or I take her in the pool, and I can't do any of that at the moment, but I imagine I will be within the next week or so. So that's kind of how I've been feeling mentally and physically. Physically, no more nausea, hungry all the time, don't like that, not used to that. Didn't really lose any weight. Like I thought, you know, like, oh, lose weight from clear liquid diet or something, but no, not my body. I lost like 6 pounds, and I've gained it back already. It's one thing, I'm not having heart palpitations anymore. And I had looked that could be something that can happen when you have a hiatal hernia. So who knew? You know, the update on I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I do better if I take something for my overall pain before it gets bad. I always try to like push myself. People that know me are always like, you push yourself too quick, too much sometimes. So I have to be, you know, on top of it better. So like today, I didn't wait till I started hurting really bad. I just took my pain medication and feel pretty good right now. So we'll see how I feel later. But, you know, don't wait till you feel like you're hurting really bad, because it's harder to manage pain when you're trying to catch up to it. I mean, I'm not saying like take pain medication, you know, every day if you don't need it. I'm saying like, if you have surgery, take your damn medication. Like, just take it, you know, if it helps you function and feel better, you know, that's what it's there for. And thank God it's there, honestly, for all the reasons. So I will wrap it up here. I really appreciate everyone who has recently joined this little journey of mine and subscribed. If you felt that this video was something that was interesting to you or benefited you in any way, give a girl some love, and, you know, give me a like, subscribe, and be sure to hit that little notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload new content. I will continue vlogging on my sleeve journey, which is right around the corner, and how I'm feeling about that. And until we meet again, my friends, everyone stay well. I am with you all. I thank you for all of your love and support. Have a beautiful day and stay safe out there. Bye-bye.